And what was the other thing, Froggy, you saw on my Instagram?
You taking voyeuristic pictures of women?
I did it. It wasn't a voyeuristic picture of a woman. I think this
was a little creepy.
I think this might be my last post. It is. It's my last post from yesterday.
You stood there and you took a picture of her.
I'm standing at the deli counter, and believe it or not, that was a surreptitious, sneaky, secret photo.
Yeah,
that makes it even more creepy.
Because otherwise, you're a real creep.
Roxanne,
Well,
have
You got mirrors on your shoes?
Yeah, I saw this.
So describe what you see in this image. Describe the picture I took in Publix yesterday. This was after the show yesterday morning. Describe what I took a picture of.
There's a woman with blonde hair, with looks highlighted hair, a pretty tight shirt. You can definitely see her boobs. And then you see her feet, too. So maybe you're trying to photograph her feet as well.
No.
This isn't going any way you thought it would, MJ.
None of the above.
MJ, why don't you say what you were trying to take a picture
and there's a looks like a Bichon Frise is with her in the store.
That's why I took a picture.
Well,
it has nothing to do with her tight shirt, as you put it, Roxanne, and her boobs or her blonde hair. And it has nothing to do with that. I'm standing at the deli counter, and this lady is just walking through the store with her dog on a leash. You think that's a Bichon Frise?
It looks like it to me.
Whatever.
Service dog.
You sure it's not a Shih Tzu?
It might be. It's some white fluffy dog.
To protect her from creeps taking pictures of her.
I'm ordering up a pound of Boar's Head White American at the deli counter, and I'm watching this lady just moseying through. It's just walking up. The produce section's off to the left on this photo. Then you got like the cheese wall and the refrigeration, like the pre-made sandwiches and stuff and salads are along this cooler side. And she's just walking through. She's on the phone and she's just walking her dog. I mean, it's not like she has a cane. It's not like it's a seeing eye dog from Southeastern Guide Dogs. It's not like it's a service animal. There's no vest that says service animal. She's just walking her dog through Publix. So,
are you allowed to do that?
Well, that's my question. That's why I took a picture.
I think you should edit her face out.
You
should have blurred it out.
But you can't really see her face.
I think you're dog shaming her.
This is definitely dog shaming. Good point.
She's turned. Her face is turned. You can't see her face. You can see like her nose.
You see her nose and her eyeballs.
That's you can't. You don't.
I'm just saying.
I mean, listen. A friend or a relative or a neighbor might know who it is,
and then they know that she takes her dog to the store.
But also, listen. You don't have an expectation of privacy walking through Publix with a dog.
Yeah, I don't think you have an expectation of being on a morning radio show either, taking your dog to Publix. I mean, it's kind of a balance I could figure out here.
Well, I took the picture. I didn't stand there and go, like in a photographer's pose going,
you did it surreptitiously.
I said that a few minutes ago, but I said surreptitiously, not
she said it funnier.
Syrup deliciously.
Actually, it came out really well because I'm like, I got to get a picture of this woman walking her dog through Publix. So I turned my camera on. I've got the one button thing, so I can just hit one button. It turns the camera on, and then I held it at my side, and I just took my thumb and just went ka-dink, and like. The picture's great.
Great, so, you're giving perverts in grocery stores ideas as to how to get.
I don't have a camera with like an up the skirt shot deal, but listen, you would not have taken a picture of a woman just walking her dog through Publix on a leash.
I don't know if I would have got a whole body shot of the owner of the dog.
Maybe just the dog next to
when
her.
She goes to the deli counter and she orders her half a pound of turkey.
No, she never. Well, at least while I was there, she never made it to the deli counter.
Because you go to the deli counter, they give you that first slice.
Sometimes they offer it, sometimes they don't.
A real genuine deli will.
Just thought I'd point that out.
Real delis do. You give it to the dog, right?
So you guys are angry at me for taking a picture of a lady walking her dog through Publix?
I mean, I think it's invasive.
I was the first person to comment. This is creepy.
Look at the phones. Phones are lighting up. All right, listen, you want to weigh in, folks? Go ahead. 800-99. I haven't gotten to Tom Brady and Ann Hayes yet. All right, that's coming up in a minute. 800. Look what you've done here, Roxanne. Look what you
Dude, well, this is what you want people to be on your IG, so you're welcome.
I mean,
all right.
News is bad news.
800-990-1047. Go to my Instagram. Hey, Andrew, let's do a post. Let's put this up at mjmorningshow.com when you get a chance as well. All right, 800-990-1047. 990-1047. If you want to comment on me taking the picture of the lady walking her dog in Publix yesterday. I don't think I did anything wrong.
You did a full body shot because you think she's hot.
I did not do a full body shot because she's walking a dog. It doesn't matter if it was a guy. If it was a big slovenly guy like Fester walking the dog, I would have taken the picture. I just don't see people walking dogs like they're in a park through Publix.
So what's the question to the callers? Is this creepy, or is the
no,
dog supposed to be in there?
Well, first of all, I haven't even posed a question. People are just calling.
What
they think
is
it's
the
creepy.
dog policy of this supermarket?
Well, that's my question. I want to know.
The creep factor outweighs the dog factor.
Weighs out all of it.
Yes.
Does Publix allow you just to walk your dog in public? Do they allow you to do that? Let me go to phones. The first 3 or 4 calls here, they just called in on their own. Hang on, let me grab Timothy's in Tampa. Hey, Timothy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning, MJ. So my Publix, where I live, allows my mom and I to go into the store with our little dog. And
Did you say your Publix near you, they love you to bring your dog in?
They let them.
Well,
Or what did you? They let you, or what'd you say?
oh no, they just didn't say anything. Just didn't care.
See, but I want to know, what is the policy? I got to believe that Publix and other businesses, of course, they allow service animals. If you have a legitimate service animal, there's nothing. You'll see the signs at places. No dogs allowed, no pets allowed, except for service animals. So
Yeah, but they didn't have any sign on it at all.
So how often do you walk your dog through Publix?
Rarely.
What did you say? You said regularly?
Rarely.
Oh, rarely. All right, Timothy. Thanks for the call. All right.
Got a root canal.
All right, hey, all right, Christopher's in Wesley Chapel. Hey, Christopher, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Yes, I see that quite often, and sometimes they're in the doggy strollers, but a lot of them are not service dogs walking around. I think it's disgusting, really. I can understand service dogs, no problem there. But to bring dogs into a food store, I just don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it looks like a regular lady just walking her pet through Publix.
See there, Alvin?
What if that thing needs to go?
Yeah.
I don't know what the policy is, but they must have something.
You know, I asked the deli lady, so obviously I'm going to ask. So I took it. Hey, thanks for the call, Chris. I appreciate it. So I'm standing at the deli counter, and I asked the lady cutting the cheese. So I asked the lady that was slicing my boar's head white American cheese. I'm like, hey, just out of curiosity, that lady walking the dog through the store, what's the policy? And she said, I don't know, but I don't think we're allowed to ask whether, because it could be like a support animal. So I don't know if we're allowed to ask. So that's the answer.
That's the other side of it.
because they're protected if there's some sort of disability.
I was gonna, if I saw a manager, I was gonna ask. I wasn't complaining. I'm curious. What's the policy? You just walk your dog through Publix. All right, back to phones. What line do you want me to take?
Brian on line 6.
We have a Publix employee. Hey, Brian is in St. Pete. Hey, Brian, you work at Publix, right?
Hello, Brian.
Hello, Brian. Are you there? I'm sorry. I picked up 5. There's another call on 5. I'm sorry, Brian. Here you are. You're on 6. Hey, Brian.
Hi, how are you all?
All right, so you're hearing the story here. I snapped a photo of a lady just walking this dog, which Roxanne says is a Bichon Frise.
Looks like it.
All right, so Brian, what do you say?
So the laws are so prohibited from Publix asking anything because if it is a service dog, we can be sued for it or be attacked for it legally. So the laws kind of make it where we're kind of stuck in a no-win situation because technically by law we're not allowed to have them in, but because if it is a service dog and something does happen, when we ask, they can go after us for other stuff.
Understood. So that does make sense to me, but I would imagine that people might just take advantage of that and just with no need for a service animal, just walk their dog through Publix.
Yeah.
I'm going to, you know what? Later on today, I'm just going to bring my 2 wild and crazy Jack Russell Terriers.
Just bring them in.
Yeah, you know what?
Why don't you just do your walk through Publix, your speed walk?
Well, that's what I put up on my, hey, Fester, minimize the screener for a second. That was my caption. Listen to this. My caption was, I just informed Gatsby and Scout, our Jack Russell Terriers, that our nightly walk will include walking up and down the aisles at Publix. And then I write, what aisle are the sausages on? Or the bacon! You know, the
bacon strips.
Bacon strips, exactly. All right, so, hey, Brian, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, back. Look at every line is jammed here. Let me grab Jody is in Auburndale. Hey, Jody, MJ Morning Show. You're on. Hi.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
So, I am a dog groomer, so I love dogs.
By the way, are you on a cell phone?
I'm on a cell phone, yes.
Your cell phone is fantastic. I might.
Oh.
Can I ask what cell phone are you using? Which actual phone?
It's a Motorola. I don't know. It's a Stylus Metro. I don't know.
And is it Metro PCS you're on?
Yes.
Man, I'll tell you, this is a great cell line. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So I'm a dog groomer. This is my life. Before I did this, I worked for animal services, and I have a huge, huge problem with people bringing their pets into places that are not service dogs. On the internet, everybody can just get, vests for them that say this and say that.
Well, that's the whole problem with the airline. We've talked about this for years, and finally the airlines and the FAA cracked down because all the people that would just buy an emotional support animal vest on eBay and say that, they've got anxiety. And I was once on a flight where there were like 7 dogs within like 2 rows of me. I thought I was at a kennel, not on Delta,
Yeah, and I feel like it's going to ruin it for the people that really need their service animals, because I see both. I have clients come in that buy these vests offline, and I know how their dog behaves. And if a child runs up and pets the dog or something happens, these dogs aren't trained. They're good pets.
Well, that's another point, is that the store, if let's say someone's just walking a dog through Publix, and I fully support legitimate service animals, 100%
Absolutely.
full support. Wherever, whenever, a real service animal, you have 100% of my support. But what if this dog bit a kid in Publix? Publix is going to be or whatever business is going to be liable.
Absolutely.
Or if it goes to the bathroom and then somebody slips on it.
That's another thing. Wet cleanup on aisle 6. Right next to the milk bones.
Oh.
Yeah, Rox.
One of the texters brought this up, and I was actually thinking it myself. Probably brought the dog in if maybe it was too hot to leave it in the car.
Well, you know what? I was going to mention.
What time was it?
This was after the show. We shot.
All the time.
Well, I shot a video promoting the Surface giveaways. I had to pick up Chloe at she had some laser hair stuff done. I had to pick up. This was 11:30 yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
It was 11:30 at the
Yeah,
Publix right on Kennedy across from West Shore Plaza. Hey, thanks for the call, Jody. Appreciate it, man. Every line is jammed. See, no one is saying I'm creepy for taking the photo yet.
Oh, no. That's just a given.
Marilyn, MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning, MJ. Sorry, Fester, Froggy, and Roxanne. I got to agree with MJ. It's not creepy. And as far as businesses are concerned, I am held liable to the health department that if a dog is not a service animal, is in my restaurant, I can be fined for it.
Oh.
However, legally, I cannot ask them for it.
Yeah, see,
I cannot ask them. If you come in with your 2 dogs, I can only assume that they're service animals. I legally cannot.
I mean, it's almost like you're caught between a rock and a hard place. It's like a no-win situation.
Oh, yeah, especially at my last location on 56th and Fowler. I had homeless people bringing in their dogs that are pit bulls and stuff, and I legally cannot ask them.
Wow. Hey, thanks for the call. Let's grab
I hate
Jody.
seeing dogs with homeless people.
Jody, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Go ahead.
Okay. I'm a certified dog trainer, and I actually train service dogs and so forth. So a business, and I'm also a business owner. So a business is legally allowed to ask if the dog is a service dog.
And
so they can legally ask, is that a service animal?
Yes.
All right.
yes, they can ask their
Well, yes, this is a service gerbil.
animal. They don't have to wear a vest or anything like that. I mean, obviously, you've talked about, like you said, the vest and things like that. So a lot of those vests are BS. But and there's actually no identification card. There's no actual certification that a service dog has to have. So it's a lot of laws right now that are still kind of, I think, being developed around this whole trying to protect the actual service dogs because.
All right, so what are your thoughts about this woman, which it just looks like maybe she just didn't want to leave the dog in the car. She wanted to stop at Publix and said, hey, I'm going to put the leash on, just walk my dog through Publix. What are your thoughts on that, right or wrong?
I would love to see the laws be more specific where they have to, be identified and they can't. I mean, and this is coming from a dog trainer, where they can't, do that because it's hurting it for so many people now, on the planes, all those kinds of things.
Yeah, the plane thing was the biggest. I mean, people were bringing on service chickens and, or emotional support giraffes or peacocks or whatever. There was that one lady tried to bring a peacock on the plane at Newark. Hey, thanks for the call. All right, a couple more here. A couple more calls. We're going to move on. Do you think I'm going to hear from this woman? Do you think anyone's going to identify the picture of the woman I took in Publix with the dog?
It's a full body picture of her. I'm sure somebody.
All right, quickly. All right, every line is jammed, but I got to move on here. Kurt, quickly in Tampa. Hey, Kurt.
Hey, you took a picture of my fiance.
No, I didn't.
Stop it.
Just kidding.
I knew he was kidding. That's funny, Kurt.
So,
go ahead.
I live on Harbor Island, and there's Publixes all over the place. And I might be on a walk with my 90-pound golden retriever. My fiance might say we need milk. I walked into the Platte and Bayshore Publix, and they're fine. I just go in and out real quick, and they'll pet him. They love on him.
All right, so they've let you just bring the dog right in.
Yeah, and I don't go shopping up and down the aisles. I'll grab something and I'm out.
Gotcha.
On the other hand, I've gone to the Greenwise near Amalie Arena, and I can't even get in the door, and the manager says,
Hey, Kurt, thanks for the call. Let me grab, Kat. Kat's in Tampa. Hey, Kat, quickly, MJ Morning Show.
Hey, so I don't think it was creepy at all. I would have done the same thing, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous that they can't ask anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want you to notice and recognize that 2 women have said that the photo was not creepy and that they would have done the same thing or whatever.
Have you seen the photo, Kat?
I have not.
Okay, I don't know if I feel comfortable with a woman named Kat talking about dog photos.
What are you talking about?
Saying,
It's probably Catherine's her name.
Kat, I think you're out of bounds.
Yeah.
All right, Catherine, do you follow me on Instagram?
Yes.
All right, so folks, you can see the image of the woman with her dog on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, Certified MJ Radio. Take a look at the picture, give me a follow, leave a comment, and it's also going to be posted. Is it up now at mjmorningshow.com? All right, we'll have it posted shortly on mjmorningshow.com. Yeah, Rox.
So someone just texted, said, Roxanne, I'm an attorney. This is very frustrating to listen to people misstating the law. They don't understand what questions they're allowed to ask. A business owner or employee is allowed to ask what service the dog is trained to perform.
Well, look at that.
I have a new video idea. Put it on the list. Service animal, man. We got to get rare animals, duck-billed platypus, or like, what's the loudest bird? What's the bird that, like a toucan sandbird?
I'm a caw. What kind of bird?
Follow your nose and always know.
Did you just ask what kind of bird is toucan Sam?
Yeah. It's a toucan.
It's in his name check.
Oh, toucan. Okay. Well, that was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, so. It's a toucan. All right. I got still full lines here. Let me just take 3 more. These guys have been holding for a while. Then I got to move on. Let me grab Steve in Lakeland. Hey, Steve, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Quickly, go ahead.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, Steve.
Yes, we have a miniature poodle. He's about a year old. Not very big, but we take him pretty much everywhere with us.
All right. Has anyone said you can't bring this dog in our store?
We were actually in a Publix store with him back by the deli one day, and there was a deputy in there, and he asked us, was he a service animal, what kind of service animal and I told him no, that he wasn't. He said that we needed to leave, so that we had to take him outside.
All right, so you're in Lakeland,
wow.
so that was Polk County, right?
Or Lakeland
Yeah.
Police.
All right. Thank
Here's
you,
your
buddy.
answer.
I appreciate it. All right, let me grab Diane in Palm Harbor, right? Yeah. Diane, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, just want to say my husband brings his dog anywhere he can and everywhere he can. He takes him to Costco. He takes him to the movies.
Whoa.
To the movies?
Your husband takes the dog to the movies?
Yeah.
Did they see Top Gun, the Maverick yet?
I believe they probably did.
I give
I
it
believe
2
they did.
dew claws up.
But yeah, the dog's very well behaved.
They let the dog into the movie theater?
He will lay at our feet. We toss a couple kernels of popcorn, but he lays there and
He gives him popcorn.
watches a movie. My dog. The dog is a TV junkie. He watches TV with us all.
Diane, thanks for the call. I last
Oh,
Diane,
my gosh.
Diane, great phone call. Thank you, Diane.
Not creepy.
I'll say that again.
As far as the picture goes, it's not creepy. It's totally legal. You're in a public place.
Yep. No expectation of privacy.
Legal and creepy are two different things.
Again, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, let the record show that 3 women now have said that my picture, you guys are trying to vilify me for being all creepy and creeping on this woman taking the picture in Publix. So you guys have convicted me. I've got 3 women, members of the jury, that say, not creepy, not creepy, not creepy. So how about that? All right, one more. We got to move on. We got to talk about Tom Brady, and we've got to talk about the Anne Heche situation. Hey, Paul's in Apollo Beach. Paul, last call on this. Paul, go ahead quickly.
How you doing? Good morning, guys. I'm a disabled veteran, and I do have a service dog right here in the Apollo Beach area. And ironically, one of my neighbors just called earlier. I live in the Harbor Isles community as well. I've seen him walking his big dogs. And here in Apollo Beach, it's like the month of the parade of the dogs because the Publix doesn't say anything.
All right,
Publix allows everyone over here to walk their dogs, whether they're service dogs or not, and very friendly. And people are very, they respect. They don't have their dogs barking and sniffing food or anything like that.
Well, Paul, thank you for calling, and thank you for your service to the country.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
You got to look. This dog that you took a photo of is better behaved than my kids are at Publix.
It's true.
So, I really have no problem.
Publix probably would rather have this dog than your kids.